Okay, we're going to get some tension out of the legs now. We're going to start with the calves. So you're going to cross one leg over the other. And again, it's the thumb pressing in just behind the leg. Press. And if you want to do circular motion again with the thumb, you might find there's some really quite tight bits in there. So just be careful about how quickly you apply the pressure. Just go nice and slowly, but then all the way around the back of the calf muscle. Press, roll with the fingers, and you can move your fingers, or your thumb, sorry, all the way around, deep into that area that can get quite tight. Obviously, the more time you have, the more time you can spend on this, the more it's going to loosen up. I've got a really crunchy point there, wow. Okay, so once you've put the thumb into the calf, sit up nice and upright. And then leaning from the hips, so chest leading, stretch, so you'll feel the stretch come through the back of the leg, through the butt. Again, another area that can get quite tight. So make sure you're not hunching, stay upright as you go forwards, get the stretch all the way through the back, even into the lower back perhaps. And then from there, another area that can get quite tight is this whole section down the outside of the leg. So to release that, you're going to start towards the top, on the outside, and then I would say just press a little bit of tension as you go down towards the knee, and then you can play with the position of this movement here. So somewhere along this line, I suspect you'll find quite a tight section, but if you just keep pressing, you might go over like a little lump. This is the IT band that goes down the outside of the leg, which often gets tight, particularly if you're quite active. But if it is tight, it can affect the way your knee operates during exercise, or it can lead to your hips being out of position. So really important to release this. Press, you might have to press quite hard, but gently into that, and then when you're comfortable, you can push quite hard. Again, just changing the area of the stroke each time. Once you've released the IT band a bit, go back to that same stretch where you're upright, and then you might find that as you go forwards, you can go a little bit further and get more of a stretch through that section. Release from there, and then because the hamstrings get quite tight on the edge of the chair, just put foot forwards, I can see that there, upright, lean forwards, toe coming back towards you. So the knee is a little bit bent, but you're moving from the hips to get the stretch. Back to the upright position. So then we're going to swap legs. Thumb rotating in the calf muscle, so just go behind the bottom part of the calf, press in, small circles with the thumb, ease up any tension, feel your way all around the calf muscle at the back. Might be that you feel tension even sort of really low down the leg, different section of the calf. But wherever you feel the tension, just try and press in there firmly, separate muscle fibers, circles with the thumb. Having done that stretch, we're going to do our glute stretch on this side, so nice and upright, straight forwards. Feeling the stretch around the top of the back of the thigh into the butt. Then relax from that. Straighten the leg out. So IT band on this side. Pressing in the thumb, push down. Well, this might feel quite different. Pressing quite firmly, all the way down from hip towards the knee. Again, there might be a lumpy bit, definitely a lumpy bit for me here. Just keep pressing through that. Two more, those deep, firm strokes, and then once you cross the leg again, once more you might be able to go a bit further. So chest is leading, feel the stretch. Release, and then straighten the leg. Move that way a bit. Straighten the leg, pull the toe forwards. Good, just rest there for a moment. Onto the mat. So the other stretch I think is really useful to be doing For the hamstring, lying, this knee slightly bent, pull behind the thigh, relax the top half, and pull the knee towards you, breathing, release, and then swap sides. So while we're releasing the hamstrings, that's a good time to then release the back, because if you've got tight hamstrings, it can pull on the back. So feet and knees together, you can have hands on shoulders, 2 knees dropping together to one side, keep the shoulder blades flat. And then take the shoulder blades up to the center. Repeat to the other side, so you can feel the stretch around the lower back. Make sure the shoulder blades are still flat on the ground. Release back to the center. Go over to the first side, and if you'd like to increase the stretch on this one, just bring the top knee up. So as long as the shoulder blade's on the ground still, you should be able to take a few deep breaths and feel this knee move towards the ground. Or even you can just rest your hand on the top of the thigh, outside of the thigh, and press down. As you press down, you'll feel the stretch increase through the back, but just make sure your shoulder blade doesn't lift off the ground. Breathe and relax into that. Back to the center. Rotate the shoulders down. If you want to increase, bring the top knee up a little bit. Apply slight pressure on the outside, make sure the shoulder blade's still down. Release back to the center, and then just roll up and relax there.